94.5 PST. Did you miss anything with Chris, Joe, and Gianna on Chris and the Crew? Catch up now. This is Chris and the Crew on Demand, sponsored by Trinity Rehab. Schedule an appointment now at trinity-rehab.com.
Gianna was acting single again over the weekend. Gosh, do you agree that if you have a boyfriend, which she does, you really should be acting single?
It's not acting single.
So what did you do? Tell
My friends and I were out, and these guys offered to buy us drinks, and we said yes. I'm not standing there hanging out with them alone.
They're buying you drinks because they think you're single.
Okay, they didn't ask. They didn't ask.
You're leading them to think that you're single.
So you should ask.
You're talking them up.
We're not really talking them up. They're just talking about, oh, what do you do? What is this? Nothing like, are you single? You didn't ask. I'm not giving you my number or my Snapchat or anything. I'm just telling you about my life. Your payment is a drink.
And your boyfriend knows this, right? Like you'll tell him, no problem. It's not like you're keeping it a secret.
No.
Okay.
I don't care. If you're offering to buy me a drink, I'm gonna take it. Hello. Well, what do you think? I'm going to say no, and then I'm going to I
just think you need to stop acting single. I think that you look for these guys. I've heard you say it on a Friday. I'm going to get some free drinks this weekend.
Yeah, that's me being hopeful. I don't actually go out and start talking to guys to get drinks. But if guys come up to my friends and we don't talk.
Refuse them.
Why?
Them.
Why?
You're not single.
But they're not even doing anything weird. If anything gets weird, we walk away. But it's never really weird. We're all just talking in a group. They offer to buy us drinks. We say thank you and we leave. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
And you leave right away?
Pretty much.
No, you stand around, chat them up.
Not really.
What?
It's time to go.
I think it's time that you stop acting single.
No, and you know what we do too? They're like, can we buy you a drink? We're like, well, we're not really staying around long, so. And if they still say, that's all right, we say, all right, shot time. It's not that big of a deal.
I think it is a big deal. I think you need to stop acting single.
I'm not even acting single, though. I don't say, hey, I'm single, buy me a drink. They don't ask. They're just making conversation, and they don't pull us aside one by one.
There's no way guys are going up to taken women and buying them drinks. Their hope is that they chat you up and get with you.
Well, that sounds like a them problem.
All right.
It really does.
I want to open the phones here. Don't you think that if you've got a boyfriend, if you're taken, if you're married, whatever, you should stop accepting free drinks?
No.
609-2. I'm getting free drinks. She's taken, got a boyfriend.
It's all good.
Going up to guys, getting drinks.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't go up to guys to seek this out. If they come over to my friends and I, and we don't talk to them alone, we're all just talking in a group. If they all offer to buy us drinks, why would I say no?
You set your sights on a group of guys. Be like, I think those guys will buy me drinks. I've heard you say it.
Yeah, and if they come over and they choose to do so, that's on them. One day, I'm going to
stop acting single.
One day, I'm going to get to an age where people aren't going to want to buy me drinks. I'm going to take advantage of this while I can. It's called using your resources.
Oh, God. All right, let's go to the phones. We got Megan in Southampton on the line. You're agreeing with her, Megan?
I do, absolutely.
Have you done this?
Yeah. Well, I've done worse. So my husband always smokes when he socializes. He's a social drinker, so he'll never buy the cigarettes when, we go out. But then when we get there and he's drinking, he wants one. So he has sent me over multiple times to groups of guys to flirt with them and have them light me a cigarette and then bring it back.
Nuh-uh.
Swear.
So he sent you into the pack of wolves, basically.
He sends me over there. Yep. And gets me to get the cigarette and then brings it back lit. And then he proceeds to smoke it. Yep.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Gianna.
Amazing.
All right, let's go to Jasmine in Doylestown because she's not liking this behavior. Right, Jasmine?
Yeah, I think it's not good. I personally think that guys only have one thing in mind and one intention, and I think that they know what they're doing, and I think she might know what they're doing.
I'm with you. No, I don't know. I don't think you're going against your boyfriend, Gianna.
No.
But I absolutely think she is right when those guys are trying to get with you.
And that sounds like a them problem, doesn't it? It really does.
God. Let's go to Ange in Newtown. Hey, Ange.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Have you done this too?
Yeah, I mean, I'm 35 now, but I used to do it in my 20s all the time, and I would make up fake accents, like I'll be from Australia sometimes, and then maybe from the South. But yeah, I mean, I gotta be honest, if I was even at like a bachelorette party now, 'cause some of my friends are still getting married, I'd probably still do it even married. It's not like I'm going to do anything. I'm just getting a free vodka soda. You know?
Absolutely.
Oh, girl.
Absolutely.
Gianna.
No, there's no.
You really need, I mean, you have a job. You
I know,
make
but
money.
Those drinks are
Buy
expensive.
your own drinks.
I can, but if you don't have to, why would you? Why would you? Everybody, and you know what?
A lot of people say it, as long as you're upfront with them and your boyfriend, why not?
If they don't ask and they're not being creepy, like if they're creepy, I'm going to walk away. It's not worth the free drink, obviously. But if everybody's just chit chatting, usually what we
These guys are dumb.
Yes,
because why would
it's
you?
Terrible, I know, but these guys are doing it.
They're doing it because they're hoping to hook up. It's exactly why they're doing it.
Well, tough noogies.
They're not spending their hard-earned money on drinks to get no place.
No,
not because
I
they're
agree.
friendly. You know what I mean?
I agree,
Oh
but
my God.
I don't know what to tell you.
Did you hear about the guys who faked a bear attack to get insurance money? It is the most ridiculous thing. We've got it posted for you on the 94.5 PST Instagram story so you can check it out for yourself. These guys, they had to have been drunk or high or something,
Or
right?
something.
So 4 people in LA, they're facing insurance charges after claiming that a bear got into their 2010 Rolls Royce and destroyed it. I mean, maybe they got the idea from YouTube. I mean, we've seen tons of bear videos recently, right?
Oh, of course.
I feel like every time I open my phone, there's a reel about a bear with somebody.
And people have been doing, remember there was that whole thing where there was that zoo and I might have been China. I'm thinking this guy was dressed up as a bear in the zoo. It was the most bizarre thing ever.
Well, I'm getting to that. So they claimed it happened back in January during a trip to Lake Arrowhead, which is it's near LA.
Okay.
They said, we've got security footage to back it up. But it's the footage that kind of did them in. Even from a distance. And again, we've got this posted for you so you can go take a look. The 94.5 PST Instagram story. Even though it's a little far away, you can tell that it's obviously somebody in a bear costume.
You know, just like the way humans move and the way bears move, it's very different.
It looks ridiculous. I've watched it like 4 times. So officials launched this investigation called Operation Bear Claw. And they even looped in like a biologist at the California Department of Wildlife who watched the video and said, duh, this is clearly somebody in a bear suit.
Yeah, it's bad. Like, do better.
I am cracking up because this is hilarious.
It's Can't Beat Chris. Can't Beat Chris on 94.5 PST.
All right, here we go. So Chris is on a 0-day streak, which means
I don't know if you call it a streak. I'm just at 0.
it's a nice way to say that she has lost.
Yes.
All right, Andrea's on the line. Hey, Andrea, where are you from?
Hi, I'm from Ben Salem.
I hear you're really excited, Andrea.
I'm really excited every morning.
Oh, thank you. You're sweet. All right. So, I'm not doing very well here. So, you answer the questions first. I'll go next and we'll see who wins, okay?
Okay.
All right. Good luck. You don't have anybody else in the car helping you, do you?
I have 3 4th graders.
Oh,
on the way to
jeez.
school. They're excited too.
Well, we'll see if I'm smarter than a 4th grader. Isn't that show?
5th grader, but you're
5th grader.
close enough. All right, Andrea, we're going to kick Chris out of here. Chris, say goodbye.
Bye.
All right, Andrea, when Chris leaves, we're going to give you your first set of questions, and she is gone. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right,
ready.
Here we go. Your quiz starts now. The Eras Tour took over Toronto this past weekend. Which pop star headlines the Eras Tour?
Taylor Swift.
You want to lock it in?
I lock it in.
All right, question 2. Taylor Lautner was posting online saying that the Twilight Saga should have ended differently for his character. Did he play Edward or Jacob in the Twilight series?
Jacob.
You want to lock it in?
Lock it in.
All right, we locked that in. Final question. Charlie XCX pulled double duty on SNL over the weekend. Name any Charlie XCX song.
Oh, man.
Take a little bit of time. You got 10 seconds, so.
I don't know. I don't even know who that is. I'm awful.
You want to? Let's lock in a random name. What song do you? What's a Charlie XCX song that you think she would sing?
Oh my God, I didn't even know it was a girl. I'm so horrible. Love.
All right, we'll lock in Love. All right, we're going to call Chris back into the room. Can't Be Chris, powered by Legoland Discovery Center, Philadelphia. Jump into a world of creativity, color, and playful learning. Info and tickets at philadelphia.legolanddiscoverycenter.com. All right, Chris. You ready?
Hi. Yes. I'm ready. I'm a little nervous. She's got a whole car full of help over there.
Well, their answers are all locked in. Chris's quiz is starting now.
Girls, did you do good? Oh, no.
Like, we don't know.
Okay.
All right, here we go, Chris. The Eras Tour took over Toronto this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Which pop star headlines the Eras Tour?
Taylor Swift.
You both said Taylor Swift, and
Yes.
you're both correct. Question 2. Taylor Lautner was posting online saying that the Twilight Saga should have ended differently for his character. Did he play Edward or Jacob in the Twilight series?
He played Jacob.
You both said Jacob, and you're both correct.
Okay. Rob Pattinson was Edward.
Yes.
Okay.
Final question. Charlie XCX pulled double duty on SNL over the weekend. Name any Charlie XCX song.
Oh, boom, clap.
Chris said boom clap.
That one.
Andrea and friends in the
man.
car did not know. They guessed
No?
love. But that is correct, which means Chris has officially won today. I'm sorry, Andrea.
Got you,
Oh,
girls.
man.
You did good, though. You did good. Nothing to be ashamed of. But I want to hear it. All four of you, that phrase of shame.
Girls. This is Andrea from Benstown, and we lost against Chris.
You sound so sad.
Andrea,
You
just
did great, though.
for playing with us today, you got a pair of tickets to see Tyler, the Creator, at the Prudential Center on July 27th.
Cool.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Tyler, the Creator, brings his Chromacopia World Tour to the Prudential Center on July 27th. To get tickets, go to Ticketmaster.com. Hang on the line, guys.
Shout out to you,
Listen
girls.
tomorrow morning at 7:40 for another chance to beat Chris on 94.5 PST. It's Chris and the Crew's Daily Scoop.
So there's a 90s fashion trend kind of back thanks to some celebrities. Sweater vests.
I'm kind of here for the sweater vest moment.
Me too. My mom used to wear a ton of sweater vests. I like them too. Sometimes I like the coziness of a sweater, but don't want the bulkiness of a
Right.
sweater. Like on days like this where it's cool in the morning and then kind of like warm in the afternoon. You know what I
Right.
mean? Today would be a perfect sweater vest day.
It's true.
Billie Eilish wears a lot of them. Jennifer Lopez wears a lot of them. So yeah, they're kind of popping up everywhere now thanks to some celebs. So millions of people are jumping to Blue Sky. Remember I told you Lizzo just
Yes.
moved over. She announced that she was off Twitter, X, or whatever.
Right.
And now she's on Blue Sky. Apparently, I was reading an article over the weekend. Millions of people have now jumped to Blue Sky. Apparently, it's basically Twitter or X or whatever, but supposedly without the toxicity.
Okay.
I'm kind of here for it. I might do some little research. I might join today.
It's just hard because I'm like, do I really need another like personal
I think I'm getting off Twitter.
social media? Yeah, see, I use Twitter, but I don't, if that makes sense.
I like scrolling just to
Me
see,
too.
But I'm gonna try Blue Sky. See
Why
what
not?
it's about. And you can apparently stop using LOL and OMG in your texts because it makes you sound phony. I don't know if I believe this, but this new study found that using, abbreviations like LOL and OMG in text messages can make you seem insincere. I kind of do it to make sure people know the mood that I'm in or the tone of
Right.
the text.
that it's like lighthearted.
I almost think you need to do that. But apparently, if you want somebody to know that you found something like funny or shocking or whatever, you're better off using like full words instead, like I'm cracking up
Right.
or I'm laughing out loud.
Nobody's
I
saying
don't
I'm
know.
laughing out loud.
Yeah.
And if you are, stop it.
But this study says that you look phony if you use them.
I don't
don't know if I believe that.
Do you know what I don't like though? When people text like, ha ha. If you send me a lowercase ha ha, that makes me think you're going,
Oh, really?
yeah. I don't
I
like
would
ha
have
ha.
never thought that. But anyway, that's what they say. Stop using LOL and OMG. There's a scoop. It's Chris and the Crew on 94.5 PST, your number one hit music station. You know what that music is? My mom and my grandma used to watch this show. It's the Match Game. It's like an old-time game show. And the guy, I've seen video, the guy who hosted had this long microphone.
Gene Rayburn.
Oh, there you go. See, Dan Zero knows it.
Game
All right,
Show Network, man. Awesome.
Yeah. So we're going to play Monday Morning Match Game. Dan and I are going round one. So I'm going to step out of the room.
Okay.
Gianna is going to be Gene, what's his name? Gene Rayburn.
Just call her Gene. G Rayburn, yeah.
So you're Gene, G.
Uh-huh.
She's going to ask you the questions, and then Dan, I have to match you.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I'm out of here.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So we're going to ask Dan Zero a prompt. You have to fill in the blank, and we're going to see if you can match Chris's answer when she comes back.
Okay.
Doing a little bit of stalling while she leaves the room.
Now think dirtiest, Dan. It's Chris Rollins.
True.
The dirtiest thought in your head. is my
I have a certain reputation to uphold here. So
Chris Rollins does not.
All right, Dan, here we go. Patricia's cat is just like her. Every morning, instead of coffee, the cat has a cup of blank.
Okay, this could go in a couple different directions. I understand what you're saying now. I'm going to go with what first comes to mind, and I'm just going to say milk. Cats like milk, right?
All right.
Milk.
We'll have Dan as milk. We'll hope Chris Rollins will say that. Second one for Dan. The new chef at Louis' Diner must be really confused. Instead of salt on the French fries, he sprinkled blank.
Oh, Dan.
Not going with my first impression on this one.
Oh.
Nope, I can't do it. Okay, instead of salt on the French fries, I will say, how about sugar? Sugar on the French fries.
All right, we're going to say sugar. And then final one for this round before we call Chris Rollins back into the room. Weird Wanda is so weird, she even talks to her blank when she's in the shower.
I think we were supposed to say, how weird is she in the middle there?
I think you're right.
She is so weird, she talks to her loofah in the shower.
All right,
'Cause
we're going
why
to say loofah. Chris is coming back in. All right, Chris, how are you doing out there in the hallway? She's getting back to her seat.
Give me a second
Back
here.
into her
Throw
captain's
my
seat.
headphones
My
on.
answers were probably so stupid. There are probably so many listeners out there screaming at the radio.
Hey, and you can play along. Just send your answers in the 94.5 PST app chat and see if you can match Dan. All right, go ahead.
All right, Chris.
So I have to match Dan's
Let's
answer.
see if you
There
can
you go.
match Dan. The
Monday
first
morning
one.
match game here on 94.5 PST.
Patricia's cat is just like her. Every morning, instead of coffee, the cat has a cup of blank.
What?
That's what I
Instead
said.
of coffee? Well, the first thing that came to my mind was, because of the cat thing, is milk.
You,
Wow.
Did you get it?
you guys got that.
That's a match. Yeah.
That was
match.
impressive.
All
We have
right.
matching brains.
Second one for Chris.
Okay.
The new chef at Louis' Diner must be really confused. Instead
How
of
confused is he?
See?
Did
She
you do
knows
that
how this
too?
works.
Yeah.
instead of salt on the French fries, he sprinkled blank.
Instead of salt on the French fries, the first thing I thought of was vinegar. No?
Not a match.
What did you say, Dan?
Dan Zero said,
Sugar?
Oh,
Something
sugar.
weird,
Okay.
first day, he
Yeah,
reached
yeah,
for the
yeah.
wrong white substance. So, anyway.
Oh, Dan. Oh.
Joe, does anybody have the match in the 94.5
Not that I've seen, but
PST app chat?
not that I've seen yet.
not yet.
Okay, Gianna, next last one.
All
here.
right, last one for Chris. Weird Wanda is so weird.
How weird is she?
She even talks to her blank while she's in the shower.
Her blank.
Come on, Chris Rollins.
Well, the first thing that came to my mind was her cat.
Oh my
cat again.
I thought so too.
Well,
I'm afraid to ask it.
that's not right. That's not what Dan said. Dan, what did you
What
say?
did you
She's
say?
in the shower, she's lathering up. She's talking to her loofah. Why not?
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, that wasn't great. You guys got.
Hey, we got one.
They
I'm
got one.
proud of
They
us for
started
getting
strong.
one.
You
Thank
know what?
That
And you
was
only
good.
went down from there.
All right, so Monday morning match game here on 94.5 PST, your number one hit music station. You can always try to match the answers too. If you want, you can tell us what you're thinking in the 94.5 PST app. All right, so round one, Dan Zero. I didn't do very well with matching Dan Zero's answers. So now I'm going to be the one giving the answers here. Joe is going to step out of the room. And then, Joe, you're going to have to match my answers when you come back in.
Yeah, well,
All right.
Let's remember, you know me, so dirty, dirty, dirty.
That is true. You do have to think like that person.
Dirty, dirty,
Or
dirty.
maybe I'll try to throw you off. Who knows? All right, out.
All
Goodbye.
right. Joe's making his way out.
All right, here we go.
You ready, Chris?
Yep, I'm ready.
Here we go. First one. Greedy Greg loves money so much that instead of putting sugar in his coffee, he uses what?
The first thing that came to my mind was caviar.
All right. We're going to put
That's
caviar.
something fancy, right?
I would say that's very fancy. Here we go. Second one.
Okay.
Sally's new boyfriend is a real clean freak. Instead of buying her flowers, he brought her a bouquet of blank.
A bouquet of mops.
All right. We're going to put mops down.
Right? That's a good answer.
I would say that's a good answer.
Okay.
We'll mix Family Feud in here. Good
Right?
answer. Good
Okay.
answer.
Okay.
Let's go. Third one. The new dance craze is called the lazy twist. Instead of twisting, people just blank.
Oh, the lazy twist. Wait, say that again. The lazy.
The new dance craze is called the lazy twist. Instead of twisting, people just blank.
People just lay on the couch.
Lay on the couch.
All right. Joe.
All right. We're going to call Joe back in. Let's see if Joe can match Chris's answers.
I'm ready.
I guess we'll find out.
Go for it. Wait, let me see. I'm going to get into the app here. Okay.
All right, here we go. Here we go, Joe. Greedy Greg loves money so much that instead of putting sugar in his coffee, he uses blank.
Greedy Greg. He uses, oh God, this one's actually tougher than I was thinking. Like, what is cheaper than sugar? Oh God, like Greedy Greg is cheap.
I may have
So it would
gotten
be, he uses, oh God, he uses saliva.
Well, you guys did not
I
match.
said caviar because I thought it was
Oh,
the
no.
opposite.
My God, I should have. Okay,
God.
I have to
I don't
channel
think I
and
did that
half
wrong.
assume that Chris didn't follow the instructions.
That was the only one, though.
All right, second one for you guys. Here you go, Joe. Sally's new boyfriend is a real clean freak. Instead of buying her flowers, he brought her a bouquet of blank.
Kleenex.
So, wow. You guys are not very good at this
We're not
game.
vibing.
You're not vibing right now.
Mops, Joe mops. She's a clean freak. She cleans with mops.
Kleenex you clean with as well.
You don't clean with Kleenex. You blow your nose with Kleenex. Oh, God.
I was, never mind.
All right. Last one. Here we go, Joe. The new dance craze is called the lazy twist. Instead of twisting, people just blank.
Come on.
People just lay there.
What?
Oh, come on. We got to give him that.
All right, we'll give you guys
Lay
that.
on the
You
couch.
can't- you
She
can't-
said
yeah.
lay on the
Oh, I
couch.
see. If I was the judge, I actually
Yes.
wouldn't have given us that credit.
I think the judge on the show would have given it to you guys.
It's lay. Something with lay.
So I
You
guess
like lay? Oh, boy. Here we go.
you guys got one.
Chris, you played both rounds and got a whopping 2 out of 6.
We'll try it again next week. I'm so happy to say that we are going to be helping to grant holiday wishes this year. It's Chris and the crew. Good morning. It's 94.5 PST, your number one hit music station. Chris and Joe and Gianna. So we partnered this year with our longtime friends, Shady Brook Farm and the Fleming Family Foundation to spread a little extra cheer to those in need for the holidays. I think a lot of people take it for granted what we have, even our basic needs. And there's a lot of families right here in our area that don't have as much, barely have food to put on the table, needless to say, anything for their kids for the holidays. So if you know a family in need, you can nominate them. It doesn't have to be anything, you can just subtly go nominate them on the PST website, 945pst.com. And maybe they'll receive a special $2,500 gift via the Fleming Family Foundation. We want to help out.
It's important this time of year, too.
Yeah.
It really is.
Want to make sure that everyone's holiday is special, So go nominate them now if you know of anybody. Even if it's you, nominate yourself, nominate someone you know. And maybe you'll get a Christmas wish. It's called the 12 Wishes of Christmas this year. Chris and the Crew's 12 Wishes of Christmas. And then be listening because starting on December 5th, we're going to meet the families and kind of share in their joy live on the air. And yeah, I hope there's extra tissues around because this is always the emotional part. So go check out the info. And again, nominate a family in need at 945pst.com.
It's Chris and the Crew's Daily Scoop.
A 90s fashion trend is back thanks to a bunch of celebrities, especially Billie Eilish. It's the sweater vest. And I gotta be honest, I'm into the sweater vest.
I am too.
I love cozy sweaters, but sometimes, like especially in New Jersey and Pennsylvania, this weather, like it's cold in the morning and then it's warmer in the afternoon. So if you have a big bulky sweater on, it's too hot.
It is true.
You know what I mean? But a sweater vest, perfect.
It's true. I do like them. I need to order more of them. I don't have a lot of them.
And I like putting a turtleneck, which, by the way, turtlenecks are back. I like putting a turtleneck underneath. Oh, I love it. It's like the ultimate comfort.
I wish I liked turtlenecks. I feel claustrophobic in them.
Some people do. Some people don't like stuff around their neck.
Me too.
Yeah, that's
like
me. It. Makes me feel like together.
I want to be. I want to be on the other side so bad.
Come on over to the other side. So stop using LOL, OMG, abbreviations like that in your text. Well, I think it's with people that you don't know that well because apparently they make you look phony. That's what people are saying, that unless it's your bestie, like if you and I did that, Gianna, if me and my bestie were to do that, we know the tone.
You know who you're talking to.
But this poll that I was reading online, or this study or whatever, said that you can't assume that people know and are cool with the abbreviations. Who
What does it
isn't?
matter?
I know.
Who isn't? Who doesn't know what LOL means? So
If you don't get a life.
these experts suggest that you, like, instead of saying LOL, you can use the words like I'm cracking up. Stuff like that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Whatever with this. And did you see the fight? Did you see the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight?
I was actually annoyed.
I was a little bit too. Mike didn't even throw any punches.
It was
Basically, just kind of ran around the ring, and it was way too late. Oh my God! It didn't even go on until like after midnight.
I know.
If you're
our-
buffered.
Our Netflix kept crashing,
Yep.
so we had to go to the app and everything like that. Joe, do you think that was just totally set up? I think he's laughing all the way to the bank.
I
Tyson.
think they had a little meeting behind closed doors and they
agree.
said 20 mil, let's do it.
I agree with you all the way. All right, there's the scoop. For one hit music station, Chris, Joe, and Gianna. Do you ever have trouble sleeping? I think this is the new counting sheep. We saw this on TikTok where this ER doctor kind of introduced cognitive shuffling. Have you ever heard of that?
I have not.
All right, so listen to his brief little explanation of it.
Pick a random, non-emotional word, such as rest. Now take the first letter of that word and think of several other words that start with the same letter. Rain, river, rose. Then move to the next letter. When you've exhausted all the letters, pick a new word and keep going.
So basically, I think it just distracts your brain from why you're not sleeping. Because you know what I mean? Sometimes when you're laying there, you're like, oh my God, I can't sleep. Oh my God.
Well,
I
you
can't sleep.
start watching
And
the clock too.
And you almost start to convince yourself that you're not going to sleep even longer than, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think this is just a distraction.
When I can't
like
sleep,
it.
my brain goes to, okay, well, if I get to sleep now, I'm going to get 3.5 hours sleep.
Yeah.
If I get to sleep now, it's going to be 3 hours and 25. Like, and that's stressful.
Well, and then I go to my entire to-do list that I haven't done, need to do, should write down.
and that ain't going to help you sleep. But thinking of dog, okay, then doing.
All right, so try it.
Okay, so I'm going to do, let's do.
So it's a non-emotional word, which at first I was like, what is a non-emotional word?
So we'll do paper.
Okay.
And then you could just keep going.
So paper. Okay, let's say your word's paper. Then you have to pick all P words.
Until
Okay,
I've exhausted them. So
do
then
it.
pen, pencil,
It's hard.
puppy.
It is hard.
It's harder than you
I
think.
can think of one, but I'm going to say it on the radio.
And then you can move to A. Go ahead.
Why did I move to A?
Well, because you have to go through.
APER. You
You have to do every letter.
Got it.
Did you realize that?
Yeah, I didn't realize that actually. So
Yeah.
then A, so apple. We can think of a couple of other bad A ones.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Be careful. But see what it's doing? It's so distracting him into a new thing that he's forgetting about. I can't imagine. This is a lot of work when laying in bed.
Can I tell you something? No matter how stressed I am, or even if I'm really sick, it's hard to sleep when you're sick. I don't have that much trouble. I think I would, if I did like nose, I'd be like, nonsense. I'd be out.
Well, that's
after
good.
one
Then it
word.
worked.
Chris and the Crew, 94.5 PST. This was Chris and the Crew on Demand, sponsored by Trinity Rehab. Schedule an appointment now at trinity-rehab.com. Wake up with Chris and the Crew, weekdays 6 until 10 on your number one hit music station, 94.5 PST.